Welcome to Your Anime Senpais. I'm Richard.
And I'm John.
And John, today we're going to be watching and reacting to Season 4 of My Hero Academia, Episode 74.
Okay.
So, very briefly, last time we had Toga, and we had Twice, and they were helping out the Yakuza, or at least it seemed like it.
Yeah.
But not really, because Shigaraki had them basically just go in there, and I guess they're
just play the part.
Yeah, play the part, but they end up making fun of the Yakuza just out loud and very blatant. And director Irinaka, who was the small guy that turned
little mimic.
Yeah, turned really large after he took a little bit of a dose of the whatever
Quirk enhancer.
Yeah,
maybe?
quirk enhancer. Yeah. And he's the one that's kind of shifting the walls and all that good stuff. But in any case, he gets a little peeved after their little, them, kind of taunting him, I guess. And he's just like, he basically just opened up a hole, threw them in there, and then he also threw in Deku and Eraserhead. And it looks like those two groups are going to converge. I'm assuming there's going to be a fight. Potentially.
It happens in these kind of anime.
I mean, they did kind of fight a little bit earlier, but I'm assuming we're going to have a round two, if you will. So, yeah, I guess we'll just go from there. So, let's see what happens.
Oh, they have a full working version.
Wow.
Wow, that's crazy.
I wonder if that would work on All for One.
Ooh, that would be pretty interesting.
Oh, this is them. Yeah, gotcha.
At least he's honest about it. Couldn't he have restored her, though? He did that one person.
Yeah, but I think it was like...
Or maybe to the degree he did, he couldn't.
I think, like when he did that, things just kind of escalated. And so he was just like, you know what? I'm out.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, he's so little. So he didn't like them in the first place anyways. So they just escalated further.
I'm not telling. He's going to tell. Oh. That seems like a very detailed quirk. Yeah.
It worked on her too.
Oh. Wow. That's convenient.
So it's this guy.
Like, nope.
Oh, really? Okay, so I thought he told them to.
Well, he just said play the part for now.
Oh, gotcha.
He probably didn't. He probably knew
Mm.
maybe or expected something like that.
And then here we are with this.
Little extreme, but
Well, I think he's also.
wow.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Aren't they closer to the villains?
Hmm.
Ah, she's got it. He's almost running out of enhancement though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I don't
It's
know
probably one of the few things left he can do.
Yeah. Got it.
Oh. What?
I'm
I
out.
thought they were both falling.
That's what I thought too.
Wow, that's so different. Like the way they made that perspective look at the end of the last
Right.
episode. Oh,
Oh.
they caught him.
Oh. Well, it's because they kept walking so slow.
Hmm.
Mm.
He saw right through that now, though.
Is she there? Oh, there she is.
Hmm?
Whoa.
What? There's somebody else?
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
yeah, okay, it's that guy. He's making him drunk by
And it just
drinking.
looks like he's like drowning his eyes,
Yeah.
really. Oh. Don't get close, you'll catch his drunkenness.
Ooh. Ooh.
Hmm.
Power. Oh, don't get close to him though.
It's gonna pop up. Ah, yeah.
Yeah, but this may
Is
not
it gonna be?
Oh.
Oh, oh. I mean, kind of nicked him.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
Oh, that was
Went through
good.
there.
That was very good. Now get out of there. Get out of there.
Run!
Get out of there right now. Like, yeah, run. You've got your objective. Just go.
Mm. Oh, the title. I was like, why are we stopping right now?
Right, yeah. Like, he needs to leave right now. He needs to go. Just go. Like,
I wonder if her touch actually takes away people's quirks, though, too.
that's a good point. Oh, man.
What's going on with his face?
He's about ready to snap. Oh, that's not his kid.
What?
Just go, man.
Wow.
Oh, this guy.
Oh, so he's already hurt her and put her back.
Right.
Sounds like quite a bit. Hmm.
That's a good point, actually.
Hmm.
Nice. Mm.
Oh, that is so cool.
Oh, man. Come on.
I just have this bad feeling something's gonna happen to him, though.
Him or Eri, one of the two.
I mean, at least with Arya, I know that he'd be enough. You know, he needs her enough to bring her back.
Right. Oh,
Mm.
come on. Oh.
Oh no! Come on.
That'd be funny if he actually hit him instead.
Come on. Surely it'll go right through him.
That's nice how he's got this all this time to think. What?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, but it's not. It's her own blood, though, right? Would it affect her?
He wouldn't have thought of that in a split second. I don't think.
Yeah, that's true. Plus, he wouldn't have any idea what this would even do.
Well, even if it was a bullet, even being a bullet though,
It's true.
it would still injure her.
Oh man.
No.
Yeah. Ah.
Really, the first person they used or completed one on.
Right. Wow.
What a generic face.
Right. Hmm.
Hmm. Now we're getting these flashbacks right when he's losing everything.
Right. What? Oh. Okay.
Come on, somebody's got to show up.
Oh, Deku. Yes. Thank you, Deku. Ugh.
Hey, I mean that's all I needed,
Right.
just to know.
But like a minute too late, though. The heck was that?
Hmm.
Hmm.
We're not gonna leave off here, are we?
Jeez. Of course we are. Hmm.
All right, so there's two things that happened that I want to talk about in this episode.
Yep.
Obviously, one's way bigger than the other. So just to start off with the first part of the episode, I think that was the biggest letdown for me was whenever Twice and Toga and it seemed like Deku and Eraserhead were all
Right.
falling down to this, brawl or something like
Yeah.
that, and no,
Yeah. No, well, like we just talked about at the beginning of this episode. It's just like, oh, okay, well, we're gonna have a fight between those two groups, and
yeah,
that's gonna be this episode probably. But no,
yeah.
there was no falling at all in this episode.
I
Honestly.
mean, Toga and Twice did fall like a little bit,
Right. But it's just like,
but it was just enough to set up Mimic or Inaraki that they took care of him. So
yeah,
or Iranaka, that's what his name
yeah,
is.
Aranaka, yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, it just like you said, it was just kind of like kind of set us up and kind of fell down,
yeah,
let us down. But I mean, honestly, at least he's out of the way.
yeah,
At least his shenanigans are done. Knock on wood. At least that's what we would think. But with this episode, clearly we've been shown that you guys thought those guys were down, but no, man, no. Or even with what's his name, Rappa, he came back, even though both his arms were like broken, I guess. But
yeah.
he came back too. So I guess anybody with a plague mask can just come back. Obviously,
I mean, well, yeah, I guess in the end, Overhaul could restore them if they were
it's true. Yeah,
alive enough.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's out of the way. So yeah, so the big thing with this episode, obviously, was Togata, Lemillion.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. That was for all that to happen in one episode was really quick.
Yeah.
Well, at least I felt that way.
Right.
I mean, how do you feel about the way this was handled? Because
I mean, it. I feel like this isn't going to be the end for him.
no, I don't. I definitely don't because
They
he's still fighting on. As long as
Right.
they don't kill him.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Well, I mean, you've got the other
But the other
heroes show
ones did
up.
hero. Yeah, the other heroes did show up.
So here's the thing, though. So they did shoot him with the drug that supposedly destroys or annihilates
Yeah.
his quirk. So
So
ideally,
he's just a normal guy now, though.
right, he's a normal guy right now, but ideally, and I'm not trying to like spoil anything, I'm just kind of predicting here, just throwing this out here. So ideally, if everybody gets out of this okay, nobody dies and they get Eri out,
Mm-hmm.
of course, it's her blood, right, that's causing all this to happen. Now, I'm imagining that they're not going to, that the heroes or the police or whoever, the good guys, we'll call them the good guys, I imagine they're not going to extract any blood from her right this minute. You know, they're going to give her time to heal, you know, get her mentally, I guess, in shape or whatever. But I feel like at some point, they're going to get blood from her to try to reverse the effects. Or I can actually imagine her volunteering because of his actions. I can actually see her volunteering and be like, I want to help him out because he rescued me. So, you know, I will volunteer, you know, my blood. And it'll actually show her, like, you know, character development for her too, that she's moving on from this too. But I can actually see at some point, I see them getting blood from her one way or the other. And then using that to develop some sort of, I guess, antidote. I don't know how
cure or something.
To reverse those effects. Again, I don't know. I'm not sure if that's what happens or not, but I can see that as being a thing.
Yeah, I mean that is a good point of view to have. See, I'm the opposite right now. I'm like, I guess, taking the pessimistic or whatever route where I'm like, this dude's lost his quirk. The way that they've worked this out is probably so perfect that it got rid of every cell of the quirk so that his body don't even know how to go back to it.
Potentially.
And, wow, it was just a punch in the gut whenever that happened. Because it was like, not him. Why couldn't it be like Rocklock or somebody?
Whoa, come on.
I mean,
Rocklock did a good job.
I mean, he did, but he's sometimes kind of a jerk about things.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Well,
he was just stopping stuff in the air and whatever, freezing things. I mean,
but he did stop Irinaka for a little bit at least. So I mean, that's one thing. I in a way I'm sad, but I'm also not surprised that it's Togata because
I mean his will is so strong.
His will is strong, but the thing is, they've already Night Eye was pretty much thinking that he would be the one to succeed All Might, but then there's Deku, so you've got two people that are going to succeed All Might, and as cold as I guess as this is going to sound, there can only be one, and it's obviously going to be Deku. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I like Lemillion. He's great. He's a great guy, but I feel like he was. I feel like the purpose of his character, at least right now, is to kind of show Deku like what he could be. Because even Togata, like we saw in this episode, when he was about ready to get shot with that, the drug, he still had a smile on his face, whereas Deku had to learn that. I mean, I guess Togata probably did too at some point, but Deku still has a problem.
Well, see, he was still in the process of saving somebody. He was saving one of his 1 million people he was going to save.
It's true, yeah.
Even if it meant giving up something. And that's part of what I think is just going to carry his character forward is he's still going to be able to inspire people. He might turn into a teacher.
Yeah.
That, might have a really good, advice for people and keep a positive attitude.
I could actually see him working for Deku at some point. Not necessarily as a sidekick, but, working in his, I guess, office whenever Deku becomes, a professional. Yeah. Because that will help, he'll be the type of person that'll like inspire Deku. Like, if something happens, Deku's down, he's crying, whatever, and then Lemillion or Togata will be like, "Hey, inspirational speech," and then Deku be like, "Yeah, you're right. Let's get back in there, guys." I'm serious. I feel like that's gonna be a thing.
No, yeah.
But on top of that too. Again, I'm going back to my theory that at some point I feel like he's going to get his powers back, and it's going to be at that really crucial time that Deku's like in a really tight spot, and then all of a sudden somebody's going to be like I guess Night Eye or somebody's going to be like, "Hey, we found the cure, Togata, here you go," and then he's going to be like,
or his body slowly starts remaking the quirk or something.
Yeah, something like that, and then all of a sudden here's Lemillion again, and he'll start.
That would be so epic if like one day he just like phases through something just the right amount of time to save somebody's life.
Yes, I don't know. I mean, that could be a thing. That could be a storyline that may or may not happen. I don't know, but
I like it.
I mean, I guess I'm just trying to be positive here, like, because I feel like this would be just such a waste of a character for this to have happen. But on a side note, though, during this fight, we also found out something very interesting about the fact that Eri is not Chisaki's daughter. Yeah, so there's that. It was kind of hard to believe anyway. Kind of, yeah. Well, yes and no, because I mean, clearly he is a monster,
and he does have the ability to just break down, and she kind of does as well. It seems like.
Yeah.
So I guess there is that kind of connection. Yeah, I guess I could see that.
Well, I'm just saying that, like, I can see, because let's face it, there are terrible parents out there in the real world, obviously. Yeah. So fictional, real world, whatever, but. I could definitely believe him being a father, but clearly he's not, her father. So
he's not father of the year at all.
Not at all. No, not even caretaker, not even babysitter of the year. My gosh, guardian of the year. But yeah, so that is something interesting that we did find out, though, and in a way, I'm kind of glad, because at least if he dies, I'm not saying he will, but if he does die. Honestly, it's not going to be a big loss. I mean, she's not.
Or if he were to be taken away from her, they wouldn't be like, well,
he is her father. Yeah, no, it's you're gone, dude. You're nothing to her. So doesn't matter what happened. In fact, honestly, I can actually see him die in this arc, or probably this arc actually, because now you've got the heroes coming in.
Have we had? I'm trying to think if we've had many people actually die in my. Has that happened?
Yeah, well, what's her name? The Nason, that Toga, and Twice.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I mean, that just happened recently.
Yeah, that happened recently.
I was thinking of like I guess
as far as from the first 3 seasons. I mean, other than the what are they called? The genetically engineered.
Oh, yeah, those monsters or whatever.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, like their brains showing and stuff.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever they're called. Nobu? Is that what they're called?
That sounds about right. Something like that. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess whenever I think about this series, I don't think about people dying too much. But, yeah, that is true. Just this season, we had that fight, and we did have somebody die. So,
yeah. So, I mean, at the very least... if he dies or whatever, it's not going to be a big loss for Eri. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be anyways, but you know how like some stories, not necessarily My Hero, but some stories will play it up like, years down the line, you'll have a child who was abused by their parent, but still is like, they're still my mother or my father.
They're
it's
still my blood relatives.
Yeah, still my blood relatives and blah, 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 whatever. So, but in this case, like I said, nah.
I don't have that, so.
Whatever. So, but overall, what did you think of this episode?
As much as I hated what happened to Lemillion, I did enjoy it.
Yeah. Well,
it was a good setup for it. I mean, I knew something bad was going to happen. He was just doing too good right off the bat.
See,
that's why I was just like, oh man, this feels like a setup, because they're giving him way too much.
Right. I mean, I guess that's
credit
true.
for the setup, for all that stuff that be happening just the right way, and then they just turned it on him so quick, and I was like,
and the thing is too, like I said, it's just such a waste of a character if this is it for him, just because it's like he's a really good character, and it's like. Why stop here with him? I mean, there's got to be more to his story than just this.
Hopefully,
I would think so. But like you, I'm very, very I enjoyed the episode. I enjoyed how it was presented, how everything.
Yeah.
Not necessarily how everything went down, but how the story was told, and.
Yeah, I hate. I don't like the direction it went, but I do like the way that it was treated.
I was emotionally invested in this episode, and I would say. I guess this is, oddly enough, my favorite episode so far for this season. I think, because I can't...
I mean, Fat Gum turned into...
That's true, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
that was pretty good.
It's
but,
okay,
but
well,
it wasn't as on the level of this.
Yeah, because this was really emotional. It's like, oh no, not Lemillion.
Yeah,
that type of thing. Yeah, so...
As soon as I saw that setup where he aimed at the little girl, I was like, it's done. He's giving up his powers. He didn't even know. He didn't even know.
Right, yeah, he didn't know.
He didn't care.
Yeah, because he was trying to save her, so...
He was just going to take a bullet for her.
Yeah.
But he didn't know it was that bullet.
Right.
So...
Any other thoughts? All right.
Nope.
All right, so what did y'all think of this episode? And do you think we'll see a return of Lemillion? Let us know down in the comments below.
And if you enjoyed this reaction, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell beside it to keep up with our channel and all the content we do put out each week. And if you like the video, throw us a like, show some support. Just let us know. And also, down in our description, we do have links to our Patreon. We have full reactions there for this series and others. So definitely check that out, and we'll see you in the next episode.